FutureCity is a learning project that explores complexity in communication and cooperation in teams. The key questions it focuses on are: how do we harmonize our different perspectives? Who coordinates? What is the best approach? The team is divided into Visionaries and Doers. Each Visionary receives one or more picture cards containing different information of relevance to the construction. The Visionaries are not allowed to show their cards either to the other Visionaries or to the Doers. Successful cooperation is the key to building the future city. The aim is for the Visionaries to use skillful communication to reach agreement on how to proceed, and then instruct the Doers accordingly, because only the Doers are allowed to touch the building blocks. But because of the different perspectives they each have of the buildings, the task the Visionaries face is a real challenge. For example, the monument looks completely different from the perspective of one Visionary than it does from the perspective of another Visionary. Here, misunderstandings are deliberately desired because they have a sustainable impact on learning. The Doers now construct the buildings using the information they receive from the Visionaries. This is not always easy because the instructions are in part contradictory. For example, one Visionary instructs a Doer to use a round building block. Another Visionary realizes that this is the wrong building block and points out the mistake. The Doer then replaces the wrong block with the right one. In addition, some of the Visionaries have been given the complete overview of all the buildings, but this knowledge is only useful when they communicate it to the team. Because only when the Visionaries really listen to each other and precisely describe what they can see, are they able to understand the different perspectives of the others and work together to successfully complete the task. Once the buildings are completed, the Visionaries swap cards with each other. It now becomes clear what information the others were holding in their hands. Next, the trainer asks, suppose you had the chance to build the buildings again from scratch. What would you do differently? And collects the learning experiences. Following this, the group has the opportunity to do the FutureCity extension set in order to apply the experience they gained from the previous activity. In this case, it's a good idea to swap roles. The Doers become the Visionaries, and some of the Visionaries become the Doers. The remaining participants act as observers and can give valuable feedback at the end. This time, the new photo cards only show one building. FutureCity can be easily tailored to accommodate different group sizes and difficulty levels. If you want your group to construct 4 buildings, give them the photo cards with the squares. The cards with the shaded-in squares are mandatory, while the cards with the unshaded squares can be additionally distributed to match the size of the group. If the group is to construct 3 or 2 buildings using the same principle, hand out the cards with the circles or the triangles for small or mid-sized groups or easier levels of difficulty. If your group is looking for a special challenge, have them do the Flying Blind version of FutureCity. Here, the Visionaries are not able to see the area where the Doers are working and can only steer the construction process through verbal communication. The all-rounder FutureCity unleashes its full potential in almost every aspect of teamwork, communication, project management, and leadership. FutureCity can be easily adapted to any group size, subject matter, and level of difficulty.